beautiful fall afternoon in the state of Texas. The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
46.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He gives this to Davante Adams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score, Texans 7, Packers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Nelson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
Don't get nervous. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Packers nothing.
Check. 42's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go. Shift. Check three. Shift. Watch the edge. Pick the edge. Come.
Here's Lindsay. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing in first seven.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Get ready. Check.
And they'll run with the former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Four down. Check. Let's go. Mike 42. I got you. Check. 55. Shit. Watch the shit.
Running from the gun, Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt for those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dealing now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guy.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. Muscles him off.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
40 worth the mark. 40 worth the mark. Hey, 88.
To throw again, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Cobb to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And Randall Cobb, now a member of the Texans, but he had some great seasons on the other sideline, catching passes from Aaron Rodgers with the Packers. Played with him from 2011 to 2018, and his best year, 2014, had 91 catches, almost 1,300 yards, and 12 touchdowns that season. Not bad.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
All day, every day.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air yet again, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The final shot before the break, Watson. And a little floater there is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the
They're not
left
even
side.
trying to do
It's a
anything.
foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Texans 28, Packers 21. Kaimi Fairbairn, the kickoff for Houston.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Nelson. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
46 to Mike. 46 to Mike.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 10.
You. Mike 41. Let him know.
Again, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, man. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
From the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watch the run. Mike 46. Mike 46.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
All day, dog. 46.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he rifles one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, 31!
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 17 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't
there?
have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming after you. Check 3. 24.
Back to throw, Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A quick throw here out to Cobb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here comes Nelson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dillon, he'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's back to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Safe. Check 25. Alert. Wide. Get wide. Back. Hey, we got to snap it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And some space here. And now look at him go. The 20, 10.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
Houston. Philip Lindsay, 78 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
This will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. John Simon that time coming through to make the play. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. John Simon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Responsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him tweaking this, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a weapon. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like a weapon. Just a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession, you a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.